Welcome back to Cooking with Hannah So, and we are on day 4 of our 25 days of Cookmas, and today we're going to be making some chicken and spinach Alfredo lasagna roll-ups. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is take our chicken breast and remove any excess fat, and then go ahead and butterfly these babies. Now, if your chicken breasts are already pretty thin, you can skip this step, but if they're thicker, go ahead and butterfly them. It helps prevent the chicken from drying out and speeds up the cooking process. Then we're just going to season them up with a little bit of salt, and then drum roll please, some Kickin Kajun from my new seasoning line. Yes, you heard it here first, honey. Now, all of my seasonings are low sodium, no soy, no MSG, and they are vegan friendly, so make sure to grab you a few. Then we're going to season it with a little bit of Italian seasoning, flip it on the other side, and then y'all know better. You better be seasoning both sides, okay? Once your chicken is all seasoned, go ahead and grab your cast iron or heavy bottom skillet, add some olive oil, and let's cook our chicken breast. Now, we're only going to be cooking these about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and you'll know it's time to turn when they get white around the edges. We want to make sure that these are still juicy because they're going in the oven a little bit later. Next up, we're going to saute our spinach. Add a little bit of olive oil to your skillet before adding in your spinach. And then y'all know we need about 10 pounds to get 1 cup, okay? So make sure you have enough spinach. Season it with a little bit of salt so that we're seasoning every layer of this dish. Cook it down and then remove any of that excess water. Now it's time to make our Alfredo sauce. So I am using 3 cups of heavy cream, and we're going to bring that to a boil. Now, once you see that nice rolling boiling center, that lets you know it's time to add that cheese in. Go ahead and reduce your heat a little bit and add your Parmesan in, and then we're going to stir vigorously because we don't want it to clump up. Then we're going to season it with a little bit more of that Kickin Kajun seasoning, a little bit of salt, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. And while we stir this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you never miss any of my Cookmas videos. So once your sauce is done, just set it to the side, and we're now going to dice up our chicken. And I want to show y'all what I was talking about making sure that your chicken is still juicy. Y'all know it don't get no better than that, okay? Now, once your chicken is all diced up, let's make our mixture. We're going to take 1 cup of ricotta cheese and add our chicken to it. And y'all know I'm always making a mess. Something is always falling, but we're not leaving no food behind. So throw that on back into the bowl. Add your spinach, a couple of spoonfuls of your Alfredo sauce, and some mozzarella cheese. And just go ahead and mix it up. Now, don't worry because the full measurements and the ingredients are going to be listed below in the description box so that you can make this at home. Grab your baking dish and put in a thin layer of that Alfredo sauce in the bottom. Next, take your lasagna sheets that should have been cooked until they were al dente, and you're going to fill them with that mixture, but you want to make sure to not overfill because they still need to roll up, and you don't want everything to spill out. So just make sure you're putting a nice thin layer of your mixture. Roll these babies up and then set them down into that baking dish on top of that Alfredo sauce. Once all of your roll-ups are done, you're going to completely cover them in your Alfredo sauce, and then you're going to top it with some mozzarella cheese, add some foil, and you're going to place it in the oven on 400 degrees for 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes, you want to remove the foil and let it continue to cook so that it can brown up just a little bit, and this is what you're going to have. Go ahead and add you some gourmet parsley, and y'all know y'all got some good eating. As always, I enjoyed, and I hope y'all did too. Don't forget all the links to my cookbook, recipes, and new seasoning line are below. And until next time, bye y'all.